FGCW Wrestling Showcase, Episode 3.
On Twitter and Twitch, that's at Wrestling FGCW, and search Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube.
March 27th, Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling has its inaugural debut show. And what better thing than to bring me the best professional wrestling has to offer, the Puerto Rican Hounddog. And guess what? I got one chance. The first time ever, and I've been wanting it for so long, and I know he wants it too. Johnny Zeke, you and me go one-on-one on this show. And guess what, brother? You bring the heat because you're Mr. Game Day, Mr. Prime Time, Mr. Big Time. But I am the epitome of keeping it going, and gone. I am Mr. Grand Slam. I am Mr. Touchdown, and I am half-court shot. So guess what? When you bring in your sports analogies, buddy, I'm bringing the pain. And on March 27th, woo-wee, you're going to find out what it's like to be the dog.
4 years ago, I stepped off this beautiful diamond to begin my journey in professional wrestling. And in the beginning of my journey, I met the Puerto Rican Hounddog. And I will never forget what you told both me and my trainer, that I was nothing more than fresh meat to you. It was at that moment that I knew I had to work 10 times harder just to prove you wrong. And this Saturday at FGCW's debut show at the Gulf Coast Church, you're gonna know why they call me Game Day Zeke. And for the first time in your career, dog, you bit off more than you could chew. Game on!
Here we go for the FGCW Inaugural Heavyweight Championship. Game Day Johnny Zeke versus the Puerto Rican Hounddog. And here's go for Producer Joe for the tail of the tape.
Now, Johnny Zeke, 6'10", 310 pounds from St. Petersburg, Florida. He's got 3 years in the business. He's trained by Frank Reyes. And look at him. This is a mountain of a man. He's got the fans behind him.
This is for the Heavyweight Championship, man, so you know he's ready. He's Game Day.
Yes, and he is currently the Knockout Heavyweight Championship, so he holds gold in other federations.
So he's not nervous. He's been here before.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a foregone conclusion, but he is, you know, he's right there. He is championship material. He knows it. The people know it. The Puerto Rican Hounddog knows it. See, he's even got a little something for the fans there. He's not all in-ring action. He can bring some of the entertainment to sports entertainment.
He's got some entertainment. He's got a little charisma there. Shades of Johnny B. Bad. I like it. But it's game time, baby. Let's see how he does. He's ready.
He is also an athlete. I mean, look at him. We have called his matches elsewhere, and this guy is phenomenal in the ring. But the man's set to come out now. Puerto Rican Hounddog from Bronx, New York. 5'10", 338 pounds. 21 years in the business. Trained by Ricky Pino. Sugar, a.k.a. the NY Hit Squad, who himself was trained by Afa Anawai. Trained by Marcus Falk, who himself was trained by Gypsy Joe. The lineage this man carries on. He is trained with Wild Samoan Afa, Chris Candido, Sabio Vega, Bushwhacker Luke.
Man, with those kind of names and that kind of experience, that does kind of make me wonder if the Puerto Rican Hounddog does have the advantage here.
It doesn't stop there. He is a trainer at the AMP training facility, which if you're trying to get in, that's 1-352-346-8909. Give him a call and train with him.
You know, one of the keys to that too, man, when you're training people, you're training young athletes, you're staying young. You're staying on the cutting edge of what things are coming up nowadays too.
Yes, now we have listed Zeke's championships that he has held, but The Puerto Rican Hounddog has been the WXW TV champion. He has been the WXW Tag Team champion, the WXW Hardcore champion, NEW Florida champion, AMP Duos championship, AMP International championship. I could go on and on. It doesn't just stop there in the US. He has held the LDN British Heavyweight title and the Warrior Breed Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. We cannot stress enough how much of a big fight feel this is, and show of honor right there.
Yeah, handshake right to start it off, man. They respect each other. That's huge. Right now, these two big bulls, though, are trying to gain an edge here, and that's where it's,
locking up to a stalemate. That shows you exactly what we got ahead of us here.
Nobody gets anything so far.
JR would call this a hoss fight, otherwise known as a big boy battle in some locales. But this just is not any match. This is for the heavyweight championship. Zeke just barely backing up the Hounddog, but the Hounddog is making up those steps.
The Hounddog is not giving an inch.
You wonder if that gets in the head of Zeke. Zeke is used to being ahead of things. He's used to being almost the aggressor. But here, it feels like he's met his mirror opposite.
Yeah, he has definitely got an advantage right now.
That side headlock, cranking on it, really wearing Zeke down. Now we're just watching these two. Who's going to be the first one to gain an advantage? Zeke fires him off the ropes. Ooh.
Oh, look at that. Power by the Puerto Rican Hounddog. He's going to play a little mind games.
Now Zeke has the side headlock.
Yeah. Zeke is very fundamentally sound, as we know, too.
And it's tough. 5'10", 338. That is going to be a low center of gravity to move.
Oh, man, right back at him.
All right, Zeke's fired up. How will the Hounddog respond? I don't like the looks of things for Zeke after this.
I'll tell you, Zeke, shades of the Canadian earthquake there, I tell you. Big old strong boy. I'm sure. Oh, sets him up for the eye poke. That's a veteran right there. You may not like it, but they're fighting for the championship.
Hard right to the head. A headbutt.
Arguing with the ref. Oh, big forearm in the corner. Shoots him off. Oh, look at the ring shake. Oh, man. Nice little forearm again in the corner. Puerto Rican Hounddog shoots him off here.
A lot of talking back and forth in the ring there. You know, getting in each other's ear, trying to get in each other's head. I wonder if this ring is going to stand up to this battle.
I tell you, the ring's already shaking, man. These two want the championship. And here's the thing, too. When you got two guys this size hitting each other this hard, the end can come at any time. There could be that knockout blow when you don't expect it.
Yeah, and FGCW delivers those main events. This night already, they had crowned 2 champions, 3 champions, and now we're just getting another one in the books. Either one. See, what I like about this matchup is either guy could be the heavyweight champion.
Absolutely.
Zeke, less experience, but he has shown that he can win championships elsewhere. If you can topple a guy with 18 more years experience, that's got to do something for you. That's got to build your confidence.
Absolutely. And he's got the right kind of experience, too. When you talk about the names that he trained with, like, he's been around the right people in this business.
And then he even gets to take that knowledge and pass it down to his students.
Right.
So he has a deeper understanding of wrestling than most people.
Yeah.
You can't teach without really understanding what you're passing along.
Right. And that's the same thing, right? So he's getting those reps in, too, when he's training. And so he's, again, all that experience.
Staying young, staying in the ring. Ooh, that double
shades
shot
of the Wild Samoans there. And another headbutt. Oh, man. You can definitely see some of that alpha training.
That's not a head I'd want. It's hitting me.
2 count.
Zeke showing that resilience, though. Really getting that stamina that comes with being an athlete.
Oh,
foot on the ropes.
Good awareness. Knows where he's at. Oh, big chop to the chest while he's laying down. Doesn't matter where you are. The Puerto Rican Hound Dog is going to hit you, and it's going to hurt.
Now, we say it a lot about how important hooking the leg is, but in these big boy battles, sometimes it's just a knockout, or sometimes you don't expect to have to hook the leg with the amount of punishment you're putting your opponent through.
True, but you do wonder if he hooked the leg there, he might not have been able to get the leg on the rope. So, could be a difference maker, but oh, look at, man, Big Zeke is inviting him. I mean, oh, nice.
That a powerful right hand.
Puerto Rican Hound Dog, I should say, was looking for that
Oh,
headbutt. There he goes. He hits
kick
it now.
to the gut. Big headbutt.
Big chop. Oh, you are feeling the action, folks. Look at that. Puerto Rican Hound Dog is playing with the fans. I feel like he's got this. We're choking him. Ref needs to get in there. We're allowing a little leeway because it's a big heavyweight championship fight, but...
Now, I got to tell you, this footage still comes from COVID times, but I cannot wait until we get back in front of a crowd. Pegasus Lounge, Sunday, July 25th, 6 p.m. More info about that later in the show, but...
Well, a drop kick by the Puerto Rican Hound Dog. Leaves his feet.
One of the things I like, FGCW ran during the pandemic. They ran a safe show, and they gave us entertainment during a time when I think, as a nation, we needed it.
That's right.
Now that we're coming out of COVID, it's nice. We can look back upon these times fondly.
FGCW putting that work in, just like these two guys are. Puerto Rican Hound Dog, Big Johnny Zeke, putting that work in, trying to get the world title. That's what it's all about.
And you got to think, whoever wins the title tonight has to be defending it on that next show.
Absolutely. Boy, this Puerto Rican Hound Dog, he likes to choke. You know, he likes to cut off the oxygen. And we said it before, Zeke's a big man. Without that oxygen, though, that cardio might become a question.
I mean, as a bigger man himself, he understands once you get gas. Ooh.
Oh, but there's a drop kick. Might not got all of it, but he got enough of it.
No, once you get gas, that'll really slow you down and hurt your momentum. And with these guys, getting your breath back can take a little bit longer. And we're missing all this back and forth action, a pinfall attempt.
Oh, yeah. He's chopping him.
Hooking that leg. Yeah. He hurt us.
Yeah, Zeke definitely likes to hook the leg.
See, he hooked the leg, but he's tired. He's not getting all of it.
Oh.
He wants to win, but it's...
You can hear the deep breaths. Looks like we might be going for a little nipple twist there or something there.
Yeah,
a little
like
playground.
It looked like a double nipple twist, but I didn't want to cast aspersions upon the man.
Hey, you know what? He's the heavyweight title. He's going to try to do whatever it takes. And Puerto Rican Hound Dog's begging off a little bit. He's like, wait a minute. You twisted my nipples. That ain't cool.
And you're gonna pay, frankly. Wonder what the revenge on the nipple twist is.
Get some niggies.
maybe give him a wedgie, pull that singlet up his ass. We'll see. Oh! Nah, it looks like a kick to the gut. Ooh, and a hard right hand.
Then Zeke comes back with a hard hand of his own. Boom! Trading punches.
Shades of Fry Takayama in slow motion, but these hits are landing, I would guess, twice as hard. Oh, you heard that.
Zeke fires up.
Jeez. Stunned silence in the crowd. Like, when you see two guys going through it for this long.
Yeah. Well, it's different, too, when you're feeling those heavyweights hit. You know, the lightweights are great, a lot of athletic action, but, man, when the heavyweights hit, it just feels different.
Yeah, they've been in there like 13 minutes around by this point. It's going to wear on you. Just the moving around, then the hits on top of it.
13 long minutes, too.
And this has been a well-played chess match. Each move the opponent has had a counter for.
Zeke trying to fire himself up. Maybe get the crowd behind him, too.
Any little advantage you can get will help.
Oh, he's setting up.
He's lining up.
Oh! Ducks under. Maybe a German. Nope. Elbow. Hounddog from behind. Maybe he's looking for a German.
Oh, that does not feel good.
The ref got smashed.
That dude's dead. He's dead.
600, 700 pounds.
Oh!
Belly. Oh, Hounddog.
Oh, it's La Familia. Poppy Nieves hits the ring. Gio. Of course, there he is, Rico Moon.
Oh, my goodness.
Bending that thunder stick over Johnny Zeke's back. Even the dude in an arm sling is getting in the ring.
We got 4.
Sorry, I can't remember his name. I'm in stunned silence right now. I didn't think this was Hounddog's MO. I think La Familia is still smarting from Latin Fury Rod's leaving.
Huh. So it doesn't sound like Hounddog was with them necessarily, but he's going to take advantage of this. 1, 2, 3.
And 3. There it is. All right.
Well,
that was a hell of a fight. But then La Familia at the end. I don't know what their business is with Hounddog. I don't know what his business is with them.
yeah. It might have just been after Zeke, and maybe Hounddog picked up the bones. I'm not sure.
We were robbed of a clean ending.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah, Zeke deserves a rematch, that's for sure. So
I guess this is as good a time as any to talk about the next show. That's going to be Sunday, July 25th, 6 p.m., Pegasus Lounge, 14811 North Florida Ave. That is $10 a ticket for adults, $5 a ticket for children 12 and under. And I've got the card in front of me. We've got Draven Blaze is stepping up versus the Puerto Rican Hounddog for the FGCW Heavyweight title. That's going to be something to see. You know, we got Pretty Boy Poppy versus Latin Fury Rods. That's not a rematch, but it's almost a grudge match of sorts from episode 1 when Rods turned on Poppy. That's going to be for the FGCW Puerto Rican Championship.
So a lot of titles coming up.
Yeah, we got a rematch from our last episode. The American Superstar is going to once again be challenged by luscious Jimmy B for the FGCW Junior Heavyweight Championship. And the man who lost today, Johnny Zeke, he's going to be defending his Knockout Heavyweight Championship versus Corvus. We are both familiar with Johnny Zeke. We are both familiar with Corvus. That is going to be an interesting match. Now,
well, I'll tell you, I don't know still what's going on with La Familia and Hounddog, but at the end of the day, Hounddog walked out with that title. A lot of exciting stuff coming up with FGCW. Man Called Dave, Producer Joe, Working Fans Podcast. We're happy to do some commentary for these guys. And
yeah,
the action has been crazy, man.
We're going to hear from Hounddog and Zeke backstage, and then after that, we got some promos for the next show.
I'm excited.
Wow. Today's been the day of a champion. Johnny Zeke gets a heck of a battle to go one-on-one Mr. Game Day himself. Guess what? The dog has prevailed. I told you that you couldn't beat me. And guess what? Today, I proved it. I am the #1 guy here in Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling. I'm telling you this, brother. You want another chance? Go ask the brass. I'm here for you. And I'm gonna whoop you one more time. As for La Familia, I don't know what you guys are thinking. Heck, I don't remember asking for help. But guess what? We will talk about that later. As of right now, woo-wee! It's time to celebrate.
La Familia! Papi! You guys think you're slick? You cost me the heavyweight championship match! You know what? Next show, Papi, Silas, Gino, Rico, I'm coming for you! I'm here to address FGCW about what happened at the last episode. You see, La Familia had someone turn their back on us. We all know who you are. Rods. Rods, it hurt me, but it also didn't surprise me. I know why you did it. And I understand. It's hard living in my shadow. You've always been my Marty Jannetty. I know you've been jealous since I've been getting more bookings. I've won more titles. I've been more places. It's not easy for you, Rods. But I want you to know that regardless what happened, I still love you. I still care about you. And that's why July 25th in Tampa, Florida, at the next FGCW event, I'm challenging you in a match. In a grudge match. Anything goes. Papi versus Rods. And because I care, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna promise you that I'm gonna take you out. You'll never have to deal with the jealousy ever again.
You know, throughout the history of professional wrestling, there's been a lot of catchphrases. Catchphrases like, "Ooh, yeah," or "Rest in peace," or "To be the man, you gotta beat the man." Here's another one. Are you ready? Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling, that's your question. Are you ready? Because Big Country's back, and he's coming to Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling. And I'm bringing the old cowbell to renew some new rivalries. Like maybe that old rivalry I had with Richie Paradise. Old Fruity Pebbles himself. It's always a good time in Big Country Land when he gets to beat up on Richie Paradise. What's up, Richie? How you doing, my friend? I can't wait to see you again. Or maybe it's time to start a new rivalry. Like there's a guy down there calls himself Pretty Boy Poppy. I seen Pretty Boy Poppy when he first started in this business, and I knew back then that one day Pretty Boy Poppy and we might cross paths. Well, maybe that just might happen in Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling. Or maybe, just maybe, I'll get my hands on this guy who now calls himself Hannibal Vachon. You see, it doesn't matter who it is, because I'm just glad to be back. I'm glad to be coming to Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling. I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to see who my opponent is, because all I want to do is get in that ring and beat somebody up. So Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling, you get ready. Big Country's back, and he's back to stay. So you talk about catchphrases back a little while ago, I was mentioning them. I got one more. Just one more I want to lay on you. Just one more I want to throw at you. Made famous by the late, great American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. You see, when I get to Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling, it's going to be time to get funky like a monkey, baby. I can't wait. I'll see y'all at Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling.
Hey everybody, it's me. Yeah, me. You know who I am. Don't act like you don't know who I am. Unless you've been hiding under a rock, you know who I am. I am a legend in this business. 28 plus years in the wrestling business, up and down the coast. From Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, Georgia, Florida. Everybody knows me. I've worked with some of the best that's ever been in this business. legends. And now I'm going to Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling. And what am I going to be doing at Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling? Anything I want to. You want to know why? Because I'm Joe Cool and you're not. See you soon.
July 25th, the day before the most important day of the world, July 26th, I make my Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling debut. And it's beautiful because the day after is, like I said before, the most important day in the history of the world, because that's my birthday. And I'm going to wish myself a very happy birthday when I arrive. And when I show up at Florida Gulf Coast Wrestling, the Jaded Angel Draven Blaze will not only be saving souls at the suckers sitting in the seats, but anybody watching. Ratings go up, viewers go up, opponents go down. Draven Blaze goes boom!
Alright, everybody. Working Fans Podcast, thank you for joining us, watching FGCW Wrestling Showcase Episode 3.